When people move from Windows to Linux, especially something polished like Linux Mint, there's usually one question that never fully goes away. What about my Windows apps? Maybe it's a work tool, maybe it's a utility you've used for years, or maybe it's just one application that refuses to behave properly on Wine. Today, we're looking at a project called Windboat and how it lets you run real Windows applications on Linux Mint 22.3 without dual booting and without turning your Linux system into a mess. This video is not about replacing Linux with Windows. It's about flexibility, and more importantly, it's about control. Windboat is still in beta, and that matters. You may see bugs, you may need light troubleshooting, but what's already here is impressive enough to deserve a serious look. So let's start with what Windboat actually is, in plain language. Windboat installs a real Windows environment in the background, managed entirely through a graphical interface. You're not manually creating virtual machines. You're not digging through complex settings. You choose your resources, confirm your setup, and Windboat handles the rest. The key idea is integration. Windows applications don't feel isolated. They appear on your Linux desktop as normal Windows. They sit alongside your Linux apps. You can switch between them naturally, and that alone makes Windboat very different from older solutions. Another big advantage is file access. Your Linux home folder is mounted directly inside Windows. That means saving a file from a Windows app straight into your Linux folders works exactly the way you expect. No copying, no syncing tricks, no friction. Before we install anything, let's set expectations. This is not Wine. This is not a compatibility layer. It's actual Windows running under the hood, so performance depends on your hardware. If your system already runs Linux Mint smoothly, you're in a good place. Just don't expect miracles on very low-end machines. Now, let's install Windboat. I've downloaded the official Debian package directly from the Windboat website. Stick to official sources, especially while the project is still evolving. On Linux Mint, installing the Debian package is simple. You double-click it. It opens in the Software Manager. You install it like any other application. No terminal commands required here. Once installation finishes, you'll find Windboat in your application menu. When you launch it for the first time, the interface is clean and straightforward. It doesn't overwhelm you. It guides you. You'll be asked to choose how much RAM to allocate, how many CPU cores to use, and how much storage you want to give Windows. My advice is simple. Don't max everything out. Leave enough resources for Linux Mint to stay responsive. After confirming your choices, Windboat begins setting up Windows for you. This part can take a few minutes, sometimes longer depending on your internet speed and hardware. Let it finish. Don't interrupt the process. Once setup is complete, you're not forced into a traditional Windows desktop unless you want to be. Windboat focuses on applications, not the Windows shell. Now, let's install a Windows app. Inside Windboat's Windows environment, you run the installer exactly like you would on a normal Windows system. There's nothing special or modified about this step. When the installation finishes, Windboat detects the app automatically. And this is where things start to feel interesting. The Windows app becomes available like a regular Linux application. You can launch it directly. It opens in its own window. Alt-Tab works. Window snapping works. After a while, you stop thinking about where the app is coming from. File sharing works just as smoothly. Inside the Windows app, your Linux home directory is already available. Save a file, and it instantly appears on the Linux side. No extra steps. This is one of the strongest parts of Windboat's design. Windboat also gives you visibility into resource usage. You can see how much CPU and memory Windows is consuming. That's useful, especially during beta, because it helps you understand what's happening behind the scenes. There are also more advanced features under development, like smartcard passthrough and deeper system integration. These aren't gimmicks. They show where the project is heading. Now, let's talk honestly about limitations. Because this is real Windows, heavy applications will use real resources. Battery life on laptops can be affected. And yes, some things may break. This is beta software. If something doesn't work, basic troubleshooting goes a long way. Restarting the Windboat environment, adjusting resource limits, Keeping expectations realistic. This is not a one-click magic fix for every Windows application, but it's far more practical than many older solutions. What I personally respect about Windboat is the mindset behind it. It doesn't try to shame users for needing Windows software. It doesn't force you into dual booting. It simply gives you options. And because Windboat is open source under the MIT license, its future isn't locked behind a single company. The community can improve it, fix it, expand it. The developers are active, feedback is welcome, and the project is moving fast. So who should use Windboat? Linux users who need 1 or 2 Windows apps, professionals who want Linux as their main system without giving up critical tools, and curious users who want to explore where Linux desktop integration is heading. If you expect perfection today, you'll probably be disappointed. But if you're excited about where Linux is going, Windboat is absolutely worth testing.